song is super fun, isn't it? Funner and funner every time you play it.
Not into Cher, huh?
I'm seriously caffeine deprived.
I know you feel.
Grotto and get a jolt and do some studying.
Yeah! Oh, she's lying. She's lying because she's slaying. But you can get a jolt and do some slaying.
I'm sort of an up kind of night person.
Nice, establishing early.
I wanted to show you this little system I implemented.
Oh God, you're a system person. To be fair, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying she's imposing it on.
Log every call you make in here, and that way when the bill comes, it won't be a problem.
Oh God.
Because I figure, stitch and tie catches the worm.
We need to relax. By the way, speaking of calls, actually, sorry, I've seen episode 1 of Angel season 1 now. By the way, I'm watching both of episode 1 of this, and there was a phone call in the edit. I was so confused. In the edit of last episode, I was like, what's that phone call about? And then in Angel, he calls, I would assume Joyce. Someone put it in a comment on my Patreon. Thanks, mate. I appreciate it. Because honestly, I saw both episodes and I just didn't click. I didn't put it together at all. This is going to be a long journey. I apologize in advance, okay? But I know what happened now, okay? I know what happened. Yeah, cool little crossover, though.
I noticed that some of my milk was missing.
Do you know what? That's a fair one, actually.
Oh, yeah, actually I did.
Buffy, you can't be doing that, mate.
It's totally okay. I was just wondering.
Gotta get your own milk.
I was making my coffee and
Coffee! Do you know what? She's off the hook. It's fine. Really? It was worth stopping the conversation to do that.
That we didn't have a thief or something.
The same song. Do you know what? No. Do you know what? I'm on board with her. This is fine. This is fair. I do this all the time. I listen to the same song. I'm obsessed with it. I just keep going. Just keep going, mate. But I only subject myself to it. Do you know what? You can't subject it to other people, man. I feel so bad. You can't. She's a young person. That's fair enough. But also, to be fair, actually, if she drinks a lot of coffee, then I'm on her side. Man, my allegiance can be bought. Okay, well, we're all learning things. Do you know what though? She's cock on with the milk thing. I had this at uni.
Have a good time? You too, with the ironing.
You enjoy your share, mate.
And you thought your days of sneaking out of your room were over.
It's all just the same.
Wait, did you just hear something?
Oh, it's absolutely people kissing, mate. Maybe even more. If I didn't know Angel was in LA, I think this was his hunting ground. Of a different sort. Sorry. He's been showing some progress. I like his character in Angel. We need to move on. I'm so sorry. Maybe I'm just sensing that I can't keep jibing at him like that. So I need to get it all out now. Do you know what I mean?
It's just an adjustment we need to make. You know, I mean, my roomie is kind of challenging.
Can we eventually get to a point where you're sharing the room?
I mean, did we not put the "gur" in girl?
Oh, it could be pirates. Oh, that's R. What am I talking about? I'm so sorry. I'm getting my double R's mixed up. That's fair. I'm sorry. Here we go. Okay. Nope. Just there. I was going to say, we're going to see the gun guys. The guys from the end of last episode. Smashed it, mate. Well done. I hope you join along. Sorry, that was aggressive. You don't have to. But if you don't, you got to listen to Share on repeat. Yeah. No coffee either. That's right. Who am I kidding? You can drink all the coffee you want, mate. I can't do that to you.
Hey, I caught you.
What?
Is everything okay?
You gotta let that smile go a little bit sometimes, mate.
A decaf latte sounded like heaven after all.
No. Actually, Kathy, die. No. I'm so sorry. That was intense. I apologise. Just don't drink decaf in front of me, mate. Okay, it's a horror show.
This way you don't have to walk these spooky paths alone.
Well, do you know what? That's actually really nice of you, mate. Fair enough. Is she the spooky? She's not the spooky, right? Really? They're just coming out the bushes, huh? Where did you come from?
What the blizzard was that all about?
Raccoons, mate.
God, and look at my sweater. Sorry about that.
Do you know what? Sorry, I'm giving Kathy a hard time. Mostly, admittedly, over the decaffeinated coffee. I apologise. But she's actually really nice. This is look, it's Buffy, okay? I'm suspicious. I am. But no, the fact that she came out, she was worried. This is all above board. If it's all above board, she's actually genuinely lovely. Fair play to her. And I am on board with the milk thing. Hey, do you know what? Kathy's good. Kathy, I'm sorry, I'm poking fun. I am. Whoa. The one. Alright. I thought this was Giles's place. Keeping fit, we love that for you, mate.
You run?
And jump. And bend.
Oh yeah, bet you do.
And occasionally frolic.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
My man is having a great time in some fields. I meant that not filthy, to be fair. Sorry, I did like frolicking through. Anyway,
What's with Motorbike and Scooter magazine?
everyone needs a hobby.
Okay, you're not having one of those midlife things, are you? Because
Everyone needs to get on board with the fact that youth can continue. Midlife crises are entirely made by us, man. It's fabricated. Okay, let's just get on board with that and have a happy life. Okay, that's all. That's all we need.
and his skin had that like super bad fake rub-on tan.
Translate.
Orangey.
Trump. Yeah.
And my roommate Kathy was there. She didn't see anything.
You took your roommate patrolling with you?
Well, I invited the whole dorm, but she was the only one that could make it. Told her I was going for coffee, and she decided to tag along.
How did she find you so quick? You were sort of in the bushes, mate.
You know, it's nice out here.
It is. It's awesome. I was about to say,
Yes, I take my tea out here sometimes.
mate, you need to get on the coffee.
It's a big day for me, actually.
Yeah?
A friend of mine recently acquired an original Gutenberg demonography.
Oh, hello.
Me that you've never once asked me what my day's plans were.
Yeah, ulterior motive.
To inquire whether you're feeling entirely yourself.
It's not true.
Maybe she's been an adult. She's trying to spend you.
Okay, well, maybe the words don't actually make it out of my mouth, but I think about it.
And it's appreciated.
Yeah.
I just figured I'd hang here, you know, until my roommate goes to class.
Avoiding.
Ah, I see.
There we go. Penny drop.
When she sharpens her pencils, she measures them with a ruler to make sure they're all the same size.
Which is fussy, I agree. You do well to learn to tolerate them.
Yeah, people can look. I'm gonna poke fun. I am. I'm probably gonna continue to. Okay. Everyone's different, and if you live with someone, you should make accommodations for that person. You are living together. It is what it is. I agree with Giles.
Or I'll end up an old lady who can only live with cats.
That is a great future, though. To be fair.
This is the new Buffy. Kinder, gentler, roommate extraordinaire.
Nice. Oh, Kathy, was that your favourite? That sucks. Next time, mate, don't go for decaf, and then you might be on, sharper. And you could have dodged that thrust from Buffy. That's what I'm saying. Uh-oh. It's a hobby, mate. Relax. Yep. It's not your issue, mate. Yeah, nice. Kathy, I swear to God, if we don't get some coffee soon, I'm gonna be mad. Yes, Kathy. Redeem yourself.
Ex-boyfriend or loan shark?
Mate, you have got some impressive eyebrows, that's all I'll say.
Excuse me?
The person you're hiding from.
Oh, both.
Chipmunking items for future consumption. The wetter items, then you're into Ziplocs.
Handy tips, to be fair to him. Not just a pair of eyebrows.
Parker, Abrams.
Parker! Don't be weird. If I keep saying it, it'll come true. For everybody.
Non-college guy?
Not that I mind, but don't non-college guys usually populate the non-campus?
It's a bad boy now, we like it.
Thought I'd come around and check on my girls.
Did you like that, Oz?
Parents not feeding you?
Sure they do. For a price.
Oh, God. They sound awful.
He got all googly-eyed.
It's just his eyebrows, mate. Don't fall for it.
You think?
No question. He'll be back.
Like Arnold. Hey, can't get rid of him, can we?
Something apocalypsey? Do we need to assemble the Scooby Gang?
No, but thank you for asking.
Yeah.
You just need to get out of the basement a little more there, Zand.
Aw.
Squeeze in! You all know my roomie, Kathy?
Embrace her. It's gonna be fine. Milk? More milk?
Is that my sweater?
I didn't think you'd mind. I mean, you got mine all muddy.
Oh, no, you should have asked first, to be fair, Kathy.
We're almost like sisters now, living together and everything.
You should have asked. Admittedly, though, Buffy, you should have asked about the milk.
That's fine.
It's fine. Growing pains.
I just wished you'd asked.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Big Sky Country.
Oh, what? Do you know what, fair? That was a weird way to shoot it, though.
You can't believe the stuff that I have to put up with.
Yeah, I guess it's hard.
I don't know, well, I don't think I can take another.
Oh no. Oh no, Willow. Willow also having a hard time and not saying anything because Buffy's going through a hard time too. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm not trying to be awful, but Buffy is also, and it's easy for us as the audience to feel this way too. I think I had that last episode of obviously, we're following Buffy's journey. We're, always on her side because she is always the one that we're seeing. But it's easy, I think, sometimes to neglect, Willow, Xander. Xander's also going through a rough time. A really rough time. Willow clearly going through a rough time. And all of them, Xander last episode, Willow this episode, kind of putting those hard times aside to look after Buffy, actually. And bless them, so sweet. But Buffy is sort of not really paying attention to them, right? And she didn't say much when Xander was talking about his plight last episode, and I get it, she was going through her whole thing, but and that's fine, but you know, sometimes you can't just use your friends, right? And I'm not saying she is or trying to, I know she's not trying to, but there is a give and a take, right? There's a balance to be struck, and we are seeing actually that she is getting quite consumed, one, by her own troubles, but also, and maybe it's some of the slaying too, she has a lot going on, you know, in a lot of ways that, you know, Willow and Xander don't have to deal with. Fair, granted. I suppose what I'm getting at is it's all hard, right? But yeah, a little note that I think Buffy is also slightly not reciprocating as much in the way that like Willow and Xander are. They're also going through a hard time and pushing that aside and finding time to be there for Buffy. It could get to a point where they start to resent her for that too. That would be natural and valid considering what, you know, we're seeing as the audience. And Buffy needs to, I was going to say head it off, but just she needs to learn, I think, that about being a friend. And you know, I'm thinking about their relationships and the Scoobies, and I mean, I think too often, a lot of the time, Xander and Willow are there for her. They go above and beyond. They didn't have to come into this world with her, but they did, and they chose to. And yeah, that was their choice, but they could have chosen to get out at any time. And the fact that they haven't, and the fact that, you know, Willow, she chose this life, right? You know, choosing a college, she could have gone anywhere, and she chose here to be with Buffy. It's a lot of investment from them. It's a lot of, you know, give from them, and they don't take a lot of the time from Buffy. You know what I mean? And there is a one-sidedness to that relationship, I think. And yeah, I think it's something that needs to be addressed at some point, actually. Maybe we're going to be building up to that. I think, and like I say, I think Buffy has taken that for granted. I think I've taken that, you know, as the audience, you take that for granted because you're watching Buffy's journey, you're on Buffy's side, you're not necessarily always kind of seeing all of this. You know, you're seeing it from one perspective and not from Willow's or Xander's and, you know, etc. But it's interesting now that we're kind of, I mean, I'm being kind of shown it, I suppose. And now I'm thinking back, and I think that has just been the relationship. And it's not necessarily super healthy for Willow and Xander, but I think it's what Buffy's got used to as well. And so I don't think she's in a place to identify that that's what's happening right now. And it's something I think she needs to learn. It would be interesting if the show dove into that.
Let me just come back from the bathroom. I'll call you back.
Yeah, because by comparison, Buffy's making a big meal of this. And honestly, all of Kathy's rules do make sense. Maybe this is just revealing maybe what kind of roommate I'd be. Yeah, you could do that in the bathroom, to be fair. Like in bed, really. No, I'm on Kathy's side. I hate that, man. Don't take my food.
Ew.
What?
Gum gnome? I don't know.
Did you just swallow your gum? Dude, that ain't healthy. Yeah, you know what? We are actually seeing a bit of immaturity from Buffy this episode. One, not seeing, you know, that her friends are... Oh, God. Maybe they are representing ego, selfishness. Because that's what Buffy's exhibiting this episode. Maybe that's their function. I know that the monsters are supposed to tend to represent things, right? Maybe they're just exacerbating things and it wouldn't be this bad otherwise.
The demon opened my mouth and...
Giles, nice.
And the worst part, I wake up and there's Kathy staring at me.
Well, actually, the worst part, I'd have to go with the demon pouring the blood down your throat.
But that's just a dream, and this Kathy thing is real.
Perhaps it would be more productive to examine your dreams.
Hello.
He's our grown-up friend. Not in a creepy way.
Okay, good, yeah.
Maybe you can read the dream I had last night.
Oh, yeah?
It was like this monster, and he sat on me, and he did all this stuff to me.
Oh.
Scorpions and...
That's it. How'd you know?
Well, I'm a good guesser.
Like somebody woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning.
And guess what? You were next to it.
Okay. It's true, they did say that the monsters did say that, what was it? Was it singular or plural? I thought it was singular, but they might have meant Kathy, not Buffy, actually. Whatever it is.
Buffy, focus, please. Something happened to you both when you met the demon in the woods.
Yep, nice. On it.
You guys can do the brain thing. I'm gonna go to class.
Which could also be construed as the brain thing. Well, she's definitely pushing the stress meter on this Kathy thing.
Yeah, let's brainstorm.
I concur that she's not herself. But you know,
Yeah.
let me know if she
Hits the red zone.
yes.
Yeah, she does have such a great support system in these guys. But they are all funneled towards Buffy, you know, which is, you know, look, I was talking a lot last season about her being at the top of that triangle. She is the most powerful one, the top of the top. She is the slayer in this supernatural world. You know, I mean, maybe there's an argument to be made that this should be the relationships. This is how it should be. She is, I mean, the most important one. I mean, if you think about it coldly, you know, we can't lose her. If we do, we're screwed. She is unique. She is a slayer that has survived. That doesn't usually happen, not, you know, to this age. So it's like, there's a reason that the relationship is what it is. But I mean, it just so happens that, you know, in this dual life that she's living, she is also a young girl. And, you know, she has actual friendships with these people too. It's not just functioning as a relationship that is slayer subordinate. It is more than, it's deeper than that, right? So yeah, it's coming back, you know, all the way from season 1, season 2, season 3, all the way of this balancing of these two halves of herself, these two lives, slayer, normal human girl, you know, these relationships now. Interesting how the show keeps finding kind of new ways to insert that story, that struggle into the show in ways that don't feel all the same. And I mean, insofar, all the stuff that I'm talking about is subtle. I don't even know if they're going to do anything with it. Maybe we don't. We'll see. She, yeah, singular. Do we mean Kathy or Buffy? Parker, really? Was he here for Buffy?
They're heavy duty.
Plus feature guard.
Nice.
Bye, Kathy.
Bye. See ya.
Okay, you two need to talk. Not like this. No. Okay.
You were being nice enough for the both of us.
Okay.
Your problem is you're spoiled. Maybe the world revolved around you where you used to live, but it's share time now.
So interesting she said that line. Maybe the world revolved around you where you were from, and it did. It did. I mean, harsh truth, but in a certain way, yeah. And I mean, that's what I've been talking about, and this episode has been going so far to demonstrate how actually it still does. Even outside of this monster mysticism, you know, thing that's representing growing up and this step in growing up and, you know, roommates and living with someone and learning to be considerate and all of this stuff that, you know, young people struggle with or maybe don't, but, you know, it's a struggle you can have, and that's what that is representing. But at the same time, outside of that, perhaps this event is going to show her that she is, I mean, like I say, I've been talking about it. She has been kind of spoiled. And I'm not saying she hasn't given anything back ever, but I think largely the relationships that she has have been funneled towards her, and she has been more take than give. Again, though, I mean, how much do you want to factor that in to the slaying stuff? Because, I mean, if you start talking about the slaying, she's given a lot to everybody. I mean, God, I know. She's been through so much. She has given so much when we're talking about the Slayer world and her exploits and what she's done. It's been horrible for her. And she, like I say, has given so much at the expense of her happiness and peace. For what? For the greater good? For the people around her, her community, the school, her friends? I guess what I'm saying is that I'm talking about it from a perspective of outside of the Slayer world. And maybe there'll be people that argue, well, you can't do that. You've got to take in both. And it's like, yeah, sure, that's a conversation too. I'm not saying, you know, we're having one conversation at the expense of another. I'm just saying this conversation does and can be apart from that. You know, that's also, they're both important conversations. And as much as these two lives of hers do blend, they do stand apart too. It's complex, right? And like, I'm not trying to really be harsh towards her. I think it's just her life, and it's what her life has given her and how it's made her think, how things are, right? But it's interesting how there is a kernel of truth to what Kathy's saying, actually. If you look at it from a certain perspective, she's not entirely wrong, even though she's being unfair in the moment. And, this moment is also motivated by a supernatural element. It's interesting. But it thrusts to the forefront that question, actually, and gets me talking about it, right? I think it's important, and is something that the scenes with Willow and Xander show. We had the scene with Xander in the cafeteria where it's like, yeah, It's like, are you eating? Yep, at a cost. You know, it's demonstrating that her friends are struggling, and she's not really asking about it. She's not trying to solve it. Whereas Willow and Xander, they always come in, ask her about her thing, and provide some help and try and help her solve it, right? Even when she walked away and Giles was there and Oz and Willow were there, you know, she walked away, like I say, and Giles was like, okay, let me know if it goes bad. Let me know if things get into the red zone, and they're constantly looking out for her. I don't know. I suppose it depends on each individual person as to how you want to treat that, because like I say, there'll probably be some of you watching that are like, yeah, but she's slaying, she's keeping them safe, and that's enough. Maybe. I just think as a human friend, she maybe could be giving more. And like I say, I think perhaps that might be some of the journey she's going on this season. Okay. You better drink all of that now, mate. You committed. No. Okay. It's getting out of hand, innit?
If it wasn't for this English paper, I'd be there right now. Listening, doing the girly best friend thing.
Mm-hmm. Because that's what you do.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hang with her, watch for signs she's going over the edge.
You're the best.
Yeah, look at him. Just thinking about her.
If you need me, I'll be at the library.
Yeah, you're noticing, mate, aren't you? You gonna have a talk with Buffy, maybe? That'd be nice. He is very mature, isn't he? Oh, werewolves. Well, a pack, maybe. That's interesting. Let's give him a story. Okay. So much going on.
And I'm like, oh yeah? Share this.
So either you hit her or you did your wacky mime routine for her. Nobody deserves mime, Buffy.
Hey, mime can be delightful. Okay, sorry, I came out the gate there. I'm learning a lot about myself this episode. I'll go to bat for mimes. Fair enough, didn't know I was that guy.
She deserves to be locked in an invisible box and blown away by an imaginary wind and...
Forced to wear a binding unitard?
It's perfect.
Just here to help.
But you've never come on routine patrol with me before, Oz.
Mm-hmm. I like it, it's nice.
She's a crawling black cancer!
Okay.
On the plus side, you killed the bench, which was looking shifty.
This isn't funny, Oz.
Sorry.
It has to be done.
Yeah. What do we do? Okay. I mean, where else is she gonna do it? Is there a bathroom? Is it communal? Oh god. At least put down a paper towel. Okay, no, Kathy, you're going into minus points here, mate. Man, this episode is really tempting to copyright me. I don't appreciate it. Thank you. We're gonna do that egg, mate. Raw? That would be a power move. Just straight in the mouth. Do you know what I mean?
I'm going to bed.
That doesn't quite hit the way you think it does when bed's like 2 steps the other way. What a storm off. Okay. What a dangerous demon. Can get you in dreams. Yeah, sucking something out. Come on, Buffy, think.
Jeez.
Gotta snap out of this, man.
I do what I can, but Buffy's difficult.
Don't you want to be talking to Buffy about this?
Oh, don't get the wrong idea, dude.
She is not quite normal. Normal is relative, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get it. I have a sucky roomie too.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to deal.
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking a lot about this, and it's clear to me now.
Okay, you're gonna say something dramatic now, aren't you?
Kathy's evil.
Yeah.
I'm an evil fighter.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna have to kill her.
Okay. Red zone, get Giles. Where's Giles?
You have to kill her? Don't you think you could just switch rooms or something?
Look,
Toenails. Really?
evil toenails. I took them off the floor last night when she was in the bathroom.
So there is a bathroom. Okay, that's on you, Kathy.
Could have attacked you and left little half-moon marks all over your body.
You don't know.
I measured them before I fell asleep, and again this morning, and they grew. That's a demon thing.
Of course. It makes sense now. You better show those bad puppies to Giles.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Hello.
I don't want to do anything crazy.
Mm.
Thanks, Will.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
She's feeling a little insane.
Yep.
Homicidal maniac crazy? So I told her to come see you, okay?
Amazing. Let's go. Giles, don't be weird. I feel like that's my mantra this season. Okay. It's not working. The mantra's not working.
This is ridiculous!
To be fair, this probably is less weird, considering the context. That's fair.
Giles, look at my bag! Look in the bottom pocket of my bag!
Is it the toenails?
Parts that keep growing after they're detached. She irons her jeans. She's evil. To be destroyed.
Sorry, it got me there. It got me there for a second, to the point that I was like, oh, is she right? Is it playing me for a fool now? It's the toenails, okay.
The demon that Buffy met in the woods has somehow possessed her.
Right, not taking anything out, going in.
You can see it in those shifty little eyes of hers.
Yours could stand to be a little shiftier, mate. They're very wide.
Kathy is bad.
We want to, Buff. It's just... Shh.
Don't engage.
Nice.
I don't know if I tighten those ropes enough.
Well, then we better go over there and check them.
You first.
Oh, dear God.
He's the werewolf. Go on, mate.
Avoid the legs.
Oh no, she's getting out, isn't she? Oh, come on.
Nope, not tight enough.
Damn.
I think we need to talk.
Absolutely.
Yeah, good. I like the words, not the tone.
Look what I did.
I like that even less. Hello, okay. Oh. Kiss. Oh, God. We can fix that, right?
Knew it!
That's fixed. What an entrance. Green eyes, eh?
You just stuff it and let me finish my ritual.
Ritual?
The ritual of Moktagar.
Was she always one?
Demons involves the forced ingestion of animal blood while the victim slumbers. Buffy's nightmares.
Were real. I left my dimension to go to college, and they sent these guys after me.
I said don't be weird, Kathy. Man, the mantra doesn't work at all. If anything, I might be causing it with the man. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine at this point. You know what I mean? Well, this is great though. I honestly thought genuinely like Kathy was a human and her face had been torn off. Do you know what I mean? This is great. Like kind of. Yeah.
Can always be recognized by others of their kind due to their lack of a soul.
So I'm borrowing yours.
When they come looking for me, they'll take the one.
Right.
Oh, thank God I don't have to watch you floss anymore.
Yeah, they did mean her. Okay. So yeah, you're meant to think that they're talking about Buffy, but they're talking about her. Okay, I was correct. So, so wait, Buffy was just being normal. She wasn't possessed at all, and she was right. Sorry, she was right about the demon thing. That's a hell of a guess, though. God damn. I mean, well, it wasn't a guess. She was right. She was cock on. I did say, what did I say? It almost made me think that she was right. And then I was like, that's insane. That's kind of a cool little twist, to be fair, that they did that. Yeah, Buffy's that good, huh? Hey, I do feel like all of the reasons she was saying, though, were cockamamie, mate. I'll be honest with you. She was just being petulant, like a little bit. Just because she happened to be right this one time doesn't mean she was justified in everything she did. There we go. That felt good. Honestly, the first one teased me a little. Do you know what I mean? God.
It's share time, Buffy.
Oh, you gotta imagine Willow, because she's having a bad time, is gonna come into this room, right? That'd be nice. Relax. You don't get one, mate. Come on.
Why couldn't Giles have shackles like any self-respecting bachelor?
What?
Oh my God, are you okay?
Man, what a twisty episode. I love it.
Was right down your hole.
No answer.
Yeah.
Where is Buffy?
About that.
And only one species practices the ritual that Buffy's been seeing.
Good that it narrowed it down.
Willow and I will perform it at once.
Leaving Xander and me to help Buffy in the flesh.
Amazing. Can we throw some eggs next?
People are trying to study.
Really?
Windows open. Happy?
Not until we get some milk involved, mate.
To its original host.
Beautiful. There we go, once more seeing. If not for the gang, her support system doing what they do, that's what we've seen. You know, all episode and also last episode too. If not for them, Buffy would have been screwed here. Once again, actually demonstrating, putting to the forefront the fact that actually, as much as I'm talking about Buffy being important, top of this world, and as good as she is, this episode reminding us, actually, because I think the balance has been moving more towards actually, well, Buffy is strong, she can do it without them, you know, that's kind of where I was at the end of season 3. This episode coming in and reminding you, actually, look at all the ways that she would have failed or died or whatever without them being there. Yeah. Again, you know, I think the reset that we got last episode, continuing. The show, I think this episode kind of resetting a little bit and going, actually, no. Something that defines Buffy really strongly as a Slayer is her friends, are the Scoobies. And I don't know, are we going to do something with that relationship, that dynamic? We are seeing this episode, like I say, this one-sidedness. Are we going to do something with that? Maybe.
God knew that bar. Tripped McKen.
Really? Wow. Let her go, let her study. There's no issue here. Yeah. Bit of a sight, innit? I gotta go back to that. Guys, just let him just hash it out. Oh, bless her. She is a victim here as well. I mean, she shouldn't have tried to tackle this problem the way she did, admittedly. But, cool. Nice.
I can already feel all that bad Kathy karma just draining away.
All right, let's give her a break.
The Kathy thing?
Yeah.
I'm sorry I doubted you.
Oh, okay, that's not what I was.
Except for the soul-sucking thing, I bet Kathy was pretty regular.
Yeah.
I'm just glad that it was Kathy's demony ways making me no fun Buffy. I've always thought I was pretty easygoing, you know?
You gonna finish this?
Hey, it's going to be interesting. Are we going to have some of the same issues with with Willow now? And are we going to actually tackle some of this? Yeah, we'll see. I think this episode, Living Conditions, really starting perhaps something, a thread that the show, if they choose to, they can go on with. And I think, you know, as a wider theme of maturing, growing up, or acclimating to this college life, I think you can tell a story with what they started here. And like I say, you can, I don't know, maybe reshuffle. I talked a lot last episode about balancing, you know, Buffy balancing herself, her life. Obviously I was talking about the Slayer in her human life, but within that, you know, balancing better perhaps her friends. And again, you know, I'm not trying to say she's a bad friend. I'm sure she's not. You know, we're not seeing every small interaction, and I'm sure there's, you know, give and take in that. But largely, I'd like to see, I mean, yeah, it's that question, isn't it, of they're there for her and they should be. Can there, I suppose, is the question. Can there be a little bit more give from Buffy's side too? Is there room for that? Is there space for that balancing out, right? Yeah. Episode 1, episode 2, that question of balance, kind of quite strong, I think. And yeah, like I say, something perhaps this episode, is this going to be just an isolated monster of the week, or are we going to pick it up and go somewhere with it, or do something with that in season 4? We'll see. Pretty cool episode. I think as a story isolated in itself, actually really cool. The little switcheroo, the little twist that actually she's not insane. I was kind of getting inklings of it, but I didn't really double down on it. So I think it definitely counts as fooling me. I didn't call it quite. And I really like that. I like that it did that, because I think when I had that thought, I'd be like, oh, it'd be really cool if they, in my head, I was like, it'd be really cool if they did that. And then I was like, oh no, they're not going to do it. It's fine. I was being stupid. But they did do that. And I think that still makes it a good, a good idea that they did that, and makes the story better. I think it was a really cool story for that subversion, that trick, the switcheroo, right? Hey, that was Slayer Saturday. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Hey, if this was your first video of mine and you're not subscribed, please do consider doing that down below. Like the video, leave a comment, all that stuff. Let me know, what did you think of the episode? Where do you rate it in the echelons of Buffy, the Buffy universe? Just to let people know, this is Slayer Saturday. I am doing Buffy on a Saturday. I do Angel as well. I've just started that. Episode 1 is out now. Episode 2 is coming next Saturday, and we're going to be alternating at least for these seasons, season 4, season 1. I know that I've been told that it's fine as a watch order for this first season of Angel, season 4 of Buffy, and we'll maybe redress that as we go into further seasons. But yeah, as always, thank you, God, to my patrons, my YouTube members, for your support. Genuinely, just thank you. For those unfamiliar, I have got early access in the description down below. So if you're hankering for the next Buffy video, it probably will be over there if you're interested. But don't worry, it will all be free over here on YouTube in time. So yeah, that's it for this week. I'm really enjoying season 4 so far. I'm looking forward to the next one. Honestly, sometimes living in England, the weather's really bad and, you know, cloudy and rainy and whatever. And where they are is really, I don't know, the weather's quite nice. Like Giles's little garden looks really, really nice too. You know, there's lots of sunlight man, honestly, this show is kind of like this is my vitamin D, dude. It's probably unhealthy. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for the video. Wait, sorry. No, that's not what I meant. It's like 9 p.m. I'm sorry. I probably should sleep. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great rest. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. But until next time, bye.